It's me, Kent Peters, again here doing another video. And you probably wonder, why do I have Marcus and Paul on here? Well, these are pretty much two employees that work the same job and make the same income. People always say, well, if I made the same much income as so-and-so, I'll be doing good. Or will you? So Marcus here, he's basically a saver. But Paul, he's a big spender. So when it comes to rent, Marcus does two things that Paul doesn't do. He looks for an apartment that's close to his job. It don't cost too much. So he basically spends like $700 a month on rent. Whereas Paul, he wanted a bigger place. He decided, you know what, I'm gonna go big. $1,400 on rent every month. So since Marcus lives close to his job, he doesn't go out too much. So he only spends about $40 a month, depending on how high the gas is. Before I did Uber Eats, I basically just spent about this much. Paul, on the other hand, he lives about 20 miles from his job. And he goes out quite a bit. So he spends about $130 a month on gas. That's what I'm going to say. $130 a month on gas. And of course, the utility. So the utility, that'll be water and electricity. So Marcus don't spend too much on that. So we're gonna say $60. Paul, we're gonna say he runs the AC like really cold, so I'm gonna add extra $20 and say he spends $80 a month on utilities. Well, those are utilities. Comcast. Marcus, he decided to just use the internet. And he got himself Netflix. So he watched movies on Netflix and YouTube. And of course, he also has a satellite. So he got something like what I have up there. I pretty much watch TV on there. Sometimes I watch Walker Texas Ranger. It comes on sometimes. I can see it. But anyway, he doesn't spend too much money. I don't say he spent $50 a month on Comcast. I spend a little bit more, but we're going to say $50 for this video. Paul, on the other hand, he has both cable and internet with premium channels. So how much will that cost him? I'm going to say it costs him about $120 a month. And of course, Mark doesn't spend money on a car. He drives a used car. No car payments. Paul, on the other hand, he is living it up. He spends $350 a month on a car. So $350 every single month. Food is inconsistent, but I'm just going to put $120 for Marcus. For Paul, he goes out quite a bit. So I'm going to say he spends about $280 every single month on food. Like I said, it's inconsistent. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, credit. The thing with the credit card though, Marcus is pretty smart. He basically spend money on his credit card with rent. But with his credit card, he basically gets like points towards the car. So he's pretty smart about that. So for credit, I'm just gonna leave that 0 because it's basically the same amount as his rent right here. So he's basically charging his credit card, then paying off every month to get those points, which is basically how you're supposed to use credit card. Paul, on the other hand, he had like credit cards is like unlimited money. So his monthly payment for credit cards, he has 4 credit cards, so he spends $100 every single month on credit cards. So how much do they have left? Let's find out. I'm gonna go to Marcus first. So he has $2,500 minus his rent, minus the 40 on gas, minus the 60 on utilities, 50 on the Comcast, 120 on the food. So he has quite a bit left over. Over $1,500. And Paul, I used to have an enemy named Paul. So that's why I'm making him the big spender. 120 on Comcast. That is a lot of money. 350 on a car. I never spend that much on a car. My extra credit card. So he has $40 left. It's not a lot of money. Oh yeah, credit debt. Or I'm just gonna put depth because he also has a car, so I'm just gonna put depth. So with the car, he has 8,000. Plus he has like 700 in credit card. So this is basically his depth. Marcus doesn't have any depth. He is pretty good saving. So Marcus, he pretty much saves like $600 every single month. And he invests. So he saves $600 a month, then he invests like $100 a month. Paul, he has zeros in saving and 0 in investment. So Marcus pretty much been putting money into his saving account. We're gonna say he did for like 24 months. So now he has like 14,000. So this is pretty much what he has in saving. And Paul, on the other hand, he has 40 left over, but he never saves it. So after a couple years, they both get raises, like $500 raises. So now they're getting $3,000 a month. So with $500, this is now what, 1830? Yeah, I think I have that right. And this guy would have like he would have 540. But here's the thing. People like Paul, the more money they get, the more they spend. So after about 2 years, so 350 times 24. So he basically almost done paying off. He pretty much done paying off his car. So that should give him some room to save. But guess what? He decided to buy himself another car. And this car costs even more. So now he's spending like $400 every month. And of course, the car costs like $10,000. So I'm just going to put, no, it costs $18,000. So I'm just going to put that there. 18,000. So rents, I'm just going to keep the rent the same. I know it won't be the same, but I'm just going to keep the same. Now that more money coming in, he's going out more. So now that 130 is now, we're going to say it's $300 that he spends a month now on gas because he goes out a lot. Plus, he likes to party at his house. I'm just going to add an extra, I'm going to add a couple extra dollars so he has food at his house. He's running up his credit cards like crazy. So this is now like $300 a month he's spending on credit. And his credit card debt is now $7,000. So altogether he has like, so that's 7,000 plus 8,000. 18,000, I should say. So now he's $25,000 in debt. But does he have any money to save? That is the question. So $3,000 minus 1,400 minus 300. 300 gas is too much. So it's not too bad. He has $120 left. But he never saves, so it doesn't really help him much. But Marcus, on the other hand, this guy is a big saver. So $3,000 a month. He's still in the same apartment. His utilities stay the same. Yeah, I know rent would go up, but I'm going to pretend that it didn't for this video. Okay, so I guess my calculation was wrong. He actually has like quite a bit of money left over. So you want to know what this guy does? Now he's putting like $800 every month into saving. And he's now investing $200 a month after 2 years. 3 years goes by. So at 3 years, guess what? He now puts like, he now has an extra $28,000 plus the $1,400. But I'll get with that. They both got raises. They're now getting $4,000 every single month. Paul decided to go into an even bigger apartment, so now it's $2,500 a month. He still has the same car. I don't say he still has the same car. He's still partying and all that stuff. So how much does he have left now? Oh yeah, I could add something else to this. Entertainment. You know what? I'm gonna add I'm just gonna put the entertainment with the Comcast. I'm gonna add like an extra $100 to that. 150. So now he's spending like 270 on Comcast. Not really on Comcast, but entertainment altogether. So 4,000, 2,500. So guess what? Now he's in his negative zone. Negative 130. Marcus, on the other hand, this guy's living it up. Well, he's not really living it up, but he's been saving. So 4,000 minus 700. So he has 30. He has over 3,000 left over. So now he's gonna save like $1,000 every month. So this is 3 grand, over 3 grand he has left over. For the investment, he's now putting $500 every month into it. So now he has quite a bit left over. But here's the thing. Now he's ready to move out of his apartment. Because now he has like $42,800. And he's going to move. So he no longer pays rent. He now has a home. So I'm just going to say he has a home now. But Paul, he is stuck paying rent. He is poor. Why, this guy's, he's living good. So I just want to point out, even though these two made the same amount of money, one of them ended up living pretty good. Well, while the other ones, he didn't manage his money good, so he ended up being poor. You see the negative? Actually, at 130 shouldn't have been there. It should have been under there. So that's his negative. That's his negative balance he has. So that's what he has after that. Plus, he has all this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.